So here I am back again with some more Caudabe goodness. So let's get into it. What's up guys, welcome back to Michael's Tech Talk. So here I am back again with some Caudabe goodness for you guys. So here I have the Synthesis, and I'm very excited for this because the Synthesis was another one of my top cases from last year. I really liked how different the Synthesis was from the Sheath while being very familiar. If that kind of makes sense. I did like the fact that it still had the same sort of textured feel of a Caudabe case, but it was different from the Sheath, if that kind of makes sense. I liked that it was, you know, a harder plastic and it was different but the same. So yeah, enough waffle from me. Let's get into it. So first off, similar to my Sheath video, this is a case that does have the action button cut out, and I just want to address it. Caudabe have addressed this themselves, and like if you're not aware of it, a lot of case manufacturers did have issues with the 15 Pro and the 15 Pro Max with their action button. And a lot of companies didn't, I'm not going to say didn't want to believe the rumors and whatnot and put buttons into their phones and that kind of thing, but a lot of companies opted for a cutout instead of an action button, and now customers have sort of been given feedback and saying they want action buttons. Some customers are saying they don't want action buttons. Caudabe are going to do an action button version of their cases, and they will allow a full exchange for an action button version if you have bought the cutout version. So, which I think is pretty awesome. Personally, for myself, I'm not really bothered. I've had a cutout for a flicker switch for a long time. Not really bothered about it, but I'm sure it'd be nice. So, just wanted to say that. So, let's get a look at these. So here we have the Synthesis in blue, celestial blue, and of course the Synthesis in amethyst, or Kylie's colour, as I would like to say. Our wee Kylie loves a wee bit of purple, so she does. Let's just weigh these cases. So 45 grams. 45 grams. Consistent as ever. Here we are, and first thing I do notice off the bat, these are a bit different from last year. And just to compare, I actually do have my 14 Pro Max with the Synthesis from last year. So just sort of comparing them, what Caudabe have done here is they've maintained a lot of consistency. So we do still have this textured grip down the sides, which I really love. It just makes holding the phone that much easier. It's the same hard plastic, so whereas the Sheath would be a softer material, this is a harder plastic. And yeah, I mean, the buttons are, it's as consistent as ever. You can't see the bit of the difference there in the cutouts though with the 14 Pro Max version and then the 15 Pro Max version, the action button cutout. It is different. But the biggest difference I've noticed is the camera bar. So you'll notice there on the 14 Pro Max version, we sort of had this molded shape at the camera bump, and I'll be straight up, I liked it. It was different, but it did offer a good amount of protection. This year, they've kind of just done away with it. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I like it. It's different. I just thought, personally, I thought that camera bump offered just a little bit of character. You know, the same way the Sheath is characteristically the Sheath, this was characteristic to the Synthesis. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I don't know, I think it's just missing something. I do love that blue though, it's lovely. And then on the inside then we have our, Caudabe have updated their bits and pieces here, so all of the writing is on the inside of the MagSafe ring, which is pretty cool. So you've got minimalist protection, and it says here about the magnets and that kind of thing, and the serial number, you know, to prove that it's a genuine Caudabe product. On the inside then, I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's stamped onto the inside of the bumper saying genuine Caudabe product, and then there is on the other side then your serial number. Not sure if you can see that on the inside, just there. Very, very well made, and like I said, it's a lot more rigid than the Sheath is, and the purple one is exactly the same. The only thing I would say is I would have liked to have seen the microfiber lining on the inside of this as well. I'm not sure if that is an issue with making it thicker or it affects the fitment. I'm not sure, but I would have liked to have seen it. And then that's just comparing to the 14 Pro Max version then from last year. So it is very, very similar to last year. I don't know, I'm a creature of habit, and I really did like that camera bump. But look at that, it's a fantastic color for the blue titanium, which is the best color. I said it. Best color. So the feel of this case is really good, and it's so grippy down the sides, which I really love. And the buttons, fantastic. Good clicking, responsive. Action button, as you can see, no issues clicking that action button whatsoever with that cutout. I don't mind it, it's pretty good. And if we do the fitment test then, so if we just sort of twist the phone, twist the case, the phone doesn't even move. So that's an indication that the fitment is fantastic. So screen lip, as you can see, it does come up over the display. It's a minimal lip, and you set that down flat, it's not going to scuff up your screen. Camera guard, then the lenses don't protrude, so you do have plenty of coverage there. If you set it down flat, those lenses aren't going to scuff up. Now, what I will say is, if we compare it, if we do compare it to the 14 Pro Max from last year, I think the camera guard is just a little bit more raised on the 14 Pro Max version rather than the 15 Pro Max version. It's still decent. I don't know, I just feel there's something missing. I don't know, maybe it's a mental block with me and I just need to evolve. I think that's what it is. I'm a creature of habit. I don't like change, guys. I'm just going to be straight up about it. I don't like change. I just like things to be good and so I'll be straight up. It's not a case problem, it's a me problem, you know. So, but let's just stick this on. Let's just do a MagSafe test. And yeah, very similar to the sheath. Magnets are fantastic, as they were in the 14 Pro Max. Because this is a plastic as well, it just wouldn't be as grippy for a MagSafe mount. As you can see here, this is just sliding around because there's no rubber on that mount, but it doesn't affect the magnet strength whatsoever. Like, that's not coming off. And just for comparison as well, there is how the 14 Pro Max version held up over the year, which is pretty decent. Now, there is a few little marks on it here and there where I've sort of dropped it, or I've had, you know, things in my pocket that I've scuffed up against it or things like that, and it is going to hold up really, really well if you do go down the route of a synthesis. And again, like, it was a top case for me, and still is. Even just picking the 15 Pro Max up, it feels a lot more grippier, but then that's a brand new case and that's got a year's worth of wear on it. So yeah, really good. And for completion, we will just put the purple case on. And similar to the sheath video, my wife Kylie reviewed the purple cases last year. She's sadly unavailable at the moment, but if you want to see her back on the channel, leave me a comment down below with the hashtag #WeWantKylie. Not too many comments though, because you'll hurt my feelings. I'm just saying, just saying. So yeah, same again. Buttons, really great. Screen lip, camera guard is as it should be. Fantastic. And we'll just MagSafe test this as well. Yeah, as expected. Fantastic magnets. Perfect. Perfect. That is the synthesis for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. What do you guys think of the synthesis? Did you have it last year? And are you going to pick it up this year, or have you picked it up this year? Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what's your thoughts and your feedback on the synthesis for the 15 Pro Max. Yes, it does have a slight design change with the camera bump this year, but straight up, it is every bit as good a case as it was last year. And if you are looking for a case that maintains its consistency, you're looking at it, because Caudabe, consistent as ever. As always, I will leave you purchase links in the description down below if you are looking to pick any of these up. Affiliate links help support the channel, but they don't cost you guys any more money. So if you do pick up any of these cases using any of my links, thanks for your support. Much appreciated. That about wraps up this video, guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, smash that like button for me, and don't forget to click that subscribe button and ring that little bell to be notified of new videos just like this one. I'm gonna go, but keep a look at the channel. I have a lot more 15 Pro Max content coming for you, between accessories, cases, and even some camera comparison tests. So keep it locked for that. If you want to see some more tech review and accessory videos, you know where to come. And until the next one, I'll catch you later.